Hello, I'm Shelley Belmonte with Eckerd Connects. I'm here with Tara Davis from the SLO Food Bank. She is the volunteer events coordinator there. And I wanted to ask you, Tara, a few questions about your program. It seems that we've probably had a lot more people in need of your wonderful services. So thank you so much for being here.
Yay, thanks for having me.
Absolutely. So tell me, how can people qualify to receive food from the SLO Food Bank?
So SLO Food Bank, we do not have any pre-sign-in process or any kind of paperwork involved in order to qualify for food assistance. Our services are available to anyone who needs them. So we don't ask for any kind of income verification. It's really just anyone in a moment in life. If they do need help, then they can come to one of our food distributions and pursue some food assistance.
That is awesome. I love
It's really great.
that. And what type of documentation is needed for newly unemployed people? I'm thinking that they're the same. Nobody needs documentation then, correct?
Right. Yep. So zero documentation. It's really just we encourage people who do need the help to pursue that with us.
Wonderful, wonderful. And where can people pick up food?
So we have a variety of neighborhood food distributions during our normal services. Most of those are up and running during COVID response. So there are about 55 locations across the county every single month, and they are spread pretty evenly throughout. So we have, I'd say on average, 3 to 4 a day throughout the day around different spots of the county every weekday. Yeah, so we're all over the place.
Those places.
Yep. So on our website, slofoodbank.org, there is something called a food locator, and that is our webpage that has every single bit of information on our response to COVID, what we're doing at sites, how we're modifying our services, and it will also have a distribution and resource calendar available on that page, and also a little food map that helps find our agency partners that are smaller food pantries and meal sites that are also making food available to the public right now.
Wonderful, wonderful. And is there a program for people that are needing to isolate due to, medical issues?
Absolutely. So we have an MOU with the County of San Luis Obispo right now. We are partnering on a large-scale home delivery program for people who are homebound. So right now, we receive food from the county. We have our volunteers and some county workers who are with us full-time in disaster response in our warehouse every single day packing bags that will then go to county sites. And from there, county drivers will distribute food directly to homes. So,
awesome.
Yeah, so anyone over the age of 65, someone with a chronic illness, or someone required to self-isolate if they've been diagnosed or exposed to COVID can qualify for this service. And someone can fill out a vetting survey to get on the schedule for that at readyslo.org. Or if they have trouble accessing the internet, there is a cell phone number that goes directly to the county. They will walk everyone through the process. They'll really just ask a few really simple questions. They don't really have any paperwork involved. They'll just need to know your address, of course. And the phone number for that is 805-543-2444.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, of course.
And so a lot of people wonder, what type of food do you supply?
So right now, during COVID, our home delivery programs, as well as our neighborhood food distribution sites, each participant coming from one household will get a 10 to 15 pound bag or box of shelf-stable groceries, and that'll be some combination of really wholesome stuff. So we have canned fruits, canned veggies, there'll be beans, nut butters, sometimes cereal, pasta sauce, canned chicken, tuna, and things of that nature. It'll be a good combination of that stuff. In addition to that, we'll also give a 10 to 15 pound bag of fresh mixed produce, which is loaded with all kinds of goodies. Yeah, definitely. So there's usually carrots, onions, potatoes, cabbage, our staples, apples, pears, oranges, and any extra goodies. Sometimes we'll have Napa cabbage, sometimes bok choy, we'll have herbs, spinach, and really we'll just throw everything that we have available in there, but it'll have at least 6 to 7 different items.
That is wonderful.
Yeah, it's rad. They're really beautiful and they're loaded.
And so are you finding, what kind of procedures do you need to use right now during the COVID-19?
So right now, I mentioned an MOU with the county. They have assigned about 10 of their full-time county workers to be something called disaster service workers with the food bank. So they're with the food bank full-time. We have onboarded them, but we have modified our own staffing. So we are limiting the number of people we do need to have in the building. So some staff is working from home, some staff is working full-time at the warehouse, and some staff is doing some combination of both. Our staff who are in the office or warehouse and our disaster service workers who are here, we do a daily safety briefing to start our day every single day about any COVID updates and just going over all of our protocols. So every time someone enters the building, we have them wash their hands, whether they be a disaster service worker, employee, or volunteer. Everyone is required to wear a mask if they are in the warehouse packing food or if they're within 6 feet of another individual. We do have the warehouse set up with red tape kind of all over the place, anywhere where it's feasible to have 6-foot chunks. So anyone packing on our lines will kind of be forced to maintain that spacing on those little chunks that are there. And even if there aren't red safety guidelines, then people are still, of course, encouraged to stay apart from each other. And we do have masks available to anyone who enters the building. We have gloves available to anyone who is touching food. And we're just stressing constant hand washing. We are doing 2 daily deep cleans of our entire facility, as well as hourly sanitizing of high traffic surfaces.
Yeah. Excellent.
Definitely.
You guys are going over and above. That's wonderful. And then last but certainly not least, how can we help support you with your just absolutely amazing organization?
Well, thanks for asking. Right now, we're not encouraging food donations. We are encouraging monetary donations. We can turn $1 into 10 pounds of food. So we're really encouraging that right now, since more people are in need than ever. And we are also encouraging volunteering. We are lucky to be an exempt organization, and we are still allowed to have volunteers in our facility. So anyone looking for a positive place to spend their time, they can sign up online. It's really easy. All you have to do is go to slowfoodbank.volunteerhub.com and create a volunteer account with us. And then once someone is signed up and logged in, they can just click on a shift that's on our calendar and sign up and show up.
That is, I just so appreciate your time and the work that you guys do. Thank you so very much.
Oh, of course. Thank you, Shelley.
Thank you.
Of course.